Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Okay, I know it looks like I spilt my coffee here, doesn't it? Well, I did. Yeah, it was pretty full this morning. And I guess I wasn't being careful. That's all right. It's time for a new cloth anyway. And I think in fact, I know for a fact years ago when I first put this down, I told you what it was. It's a beach towel. That's all it is. It's a microfiber beach towel, and I got it off Amazon. It wasn't all that expensive. Best I remember at the time, it was only around $20. And I like it because when I put something that easily rolls down, it doesn't roll. It stays where you put it. Otherwise, it's not a good idea. Because, yeah, you can't wipe stuff up. I did go to the kitchen. I grabbed a cloth here and I thought I'll dive it up and nobody's going to know. And I thought I'll get out my heat gun and I'll dry it up and nobody's going to know. Who cares if you know? I mean, it is what it is. Okay, we're getting a nice early start here this morning. Look at that, 18 degrees. We're 1 degree warmer than we've been the last 5 mornings at this time. Now, I have already been out for a quick scoot. And the reason being is because when I first got up this morning, and I got up, I think it was about 5 after 5, something like that, and I checked the weather, and 80% chance of thunder showers this morning. And then later this afternoon, around, I believe around 5 o'clock, the weatherman says it might clear up a little bit. So I thought, well, it's not raining now. Why don't I just go around the block? Well, next thing I knew, I was out so long my battery died. And I wasn't wearing my banana suit, which had a spare battery in it, so I couldn't change my battery. So, I mean, that's how I was just having so much fun, I didn't want to stop. Yeah. Okay. Well, what are we talking about here? Okay, what are we going to do today? Well, okay, I don't want to put my manual here because it's still a little bit damp. That's okay. All right. I think yesterday we got the doors in place, and I remember saying something about we're almost down step 20. Now we got to do the boat. Yes, our little boat here, very carefully. Let's not go breaking the rudder and propeller off the bottom, because that's one of the reasons why you viewers like this better. It had more detail, and yeah, I got to admit it does look a little better with the detail under there. Not a little better, a lot better. So yeah, so we're gonna. I don't think I'll be spraying this. I think I'm gonna brush it, but I thought I might try and. Although I could use this rubbing rail or whatever it's called along the bottom as sort of to separate the black on the bottom and the white on the top. One of the viewers was telling me, I forget who it was who told me, I should write these things down. That the bottom would be black and the rest, the superstructure part of it would be white. That makes sense. That's probably the way I'm going to go, or I might go with the 19 gray or something like that. It's pretty light. We'll see. Yeah, I might go black, light gray, and white on the top. And of course the deck part will be the brown deck tan that I always use. I think I've got lots of that. I think it was number 9 if I remember. Number 14. I don't even see it there anymore. Am I out of deck tan? Surely not. Maybe it's not number 9. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure we got it. If we don't, we know where the hobby store is, right? Give us an excuse to use the motorbike and go down there and pick it up. I haven't been in there for a while. I remember the last time I was there, or second last time I was there, Lori said, Lori's one of the head honcho there, I think, and she said that you just can park outside on your motorcycle, give us a call, and we'll bring it out to you. That's That's pretty nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, how many outfits do that? Uh, Maybe she's just afraid that when she saw me walking around in the store, this old man's going to fall down and then we're going to be responsible for him. I don't know. No, it's not that bad. Okay. Anyway, had a good ride this morning. I'm feeling, yeah. All right. Yeah, 7:23. Good start. No big news except it's going to rain. 80% chance of thunder showers in the next 5-6 hours or so. Okay, let's get started on our boat, and let's try not to spill any more coffee here. Okay, this is the boat that we need for step number 20. And I was getting myself ready to, paint the hull and everything. And I want to remember that before I glue these two pieces together, I want to get this part painted, the deck tan, at least on the deck, and probably the whole thing, and then glue it together afterwards. Although there is some photo etch that has to be mounted. You can just see here on the stern, and also on the bow. There's little marks. Well, you almost need the macro lens to see them. I'm afraid that these pieces of photo etch may give me a problem. I won't know until I try. I am going to try though. Anyway, where I'm going with this is, I was thinking afterwards it would probably be best to do all of these boats. They and by the way, all of them have the propeller and so on, propeller and rudder detailed. Even this smallest one. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, there's undoubtedly going to be places that I'm going to want to take the hobby knife and go in there. Like I know I broke a little piece of flashing out of there a little while ago, a few steps ago, or a few episodes ago. But there's probably a little bit more. I better not try to do this on camera. I'm gonna make a mess of it. So I'll be doing that with all of these, I guess. Although that one's okay. That one's pretty good. Maybe it was. Oh, this one's got some flashing underneath there, but that's not going to matter because it's going to be hanging down. We're not going to see it. But I'll take it off anyway. And this one's pretty good as well. How about this smallest one? I guess it was just a coincidence. The one that we need for step 20 had a bad piece of flashing on it and still has a little bit. So yeah, I should just go ahead and clean these up and think about what I'm going to do here. Anyway, bottom line is, I think we should do them in mass production, so to speak. In other words, everything that I do on this one, also do it on these other 5, and then they'll be done. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense, at least to me. Okay, now, I don't know how to go about telling you this, but these are Nigel's boats, right? And I'm probably not going to be using them. And my thinking is that there might be somebody out there that is building a 1/200 scale ship, or maybe even this very one, and they would genuinely like to have them. Now that you've seen them, you know what they look like, you know how they compare to the trumpeter kit, but you might want them. I will send them to you. I will mail them to you if I can conveniently do so. Like in other words, if you were here in Canada especially, that would be the easiest. But probably there's not too many people in Canada making a 1/200 scale battleship or even wants these. Anyway, send me a message to themoddelship@hotmail.com, and I will, like I say, if I can conveniently and not with a great amount of expense because of your location, mail them to you, I will. And it won't cost you anything. But the only thing is that I want you to use them. Don't just take them because you want a souvenir from Nigel Frampton. I just don't feel right about having them sitting in a box somewhere and not being used. I really appreciate Nigel's gesture, but I'm just not going to use them. I'm sorry. If you want these, themoddelship@hotmail.com, send me an email and I'll be getting back to you. No, I don't check that particular email address every day like I should. So it could be that there's a message in there right now that somebody sent a week ago, and I haven't seen it yet. But I'll check. Now this offer, what do we got here? It's almost the end of July. This offer will only be good, until probably the beginning of August 2025. Because there might be somebody watching this episode a year from now and they'll think, yeah, I want them. It's a little late then. Anyway, I think I beat that to death. So, now there's one more thing I'd like to add here. And that is that I want you to send photos of what it is you are building that is 1/200 scale. This is not going to be a first come, first serve. I'm going to only be sending them to somebody that I think is genuinely going to be using them somehow. Even if it isn't on the USS Enterprise, they might look appropriate on something else that is 1/200 scale. And I will be showing the photos that you send me to the other viewers. So, just be aware that that's going to happen. There's a possibility I'm not going to get any emails. It could be nobody's going to want these, which would be a shame, because I'm not going to use them, and I just don't know. They're just going to sit in the box here in Winnipeg, and nobody's going to get to see them, which is a real shame. Yeah, it's a real shame. Well, my clock is just gonging 10 o'clock, and I heard rain on my roof, and sure enough, I am really glad I got out on my bike when I did. Okay, this is just warm soapy water from the sink, and let's try not to get too much of it on our green cloth here. Okay, I have just rinsed these off with clean water, and I'm going to do my best not to be touching the surfaces that I'm going to want to paint with my fingers. I mean, that was the whole idea, to remove grease and stuff like that. Maybe I'll just get another little piece of Kleenex, I guess, and dab the droplets off. I don't think that the residue from the clean water will affect the way the paint, you know, sticks to the plastic. I mean, that's the whole idea of this, is so that the paint, when I paint it, and I'm having a bit of a problem getting it to adhere, if you know what I mean, then I won't be thinking to myself, I wonder if there's mold release or fingerprints or something like that on it. Right now, these are about as pristine as they could get, unless I was to, you know, soak them in 99% isopropyl or something. But I mean, no use getting ridiculous over this. Anyway, I'll get these cleaned up and then we'll continue on here. Okay, another day where we're not getting anywhere fast here. The idea of putting them on rotating blocks is so that I can put them on the rotator and get them at just the right angle for trying to brush and not go where I don't want to go. That should hold. I know that there's people who do not like the rotation. I got a comment from somebody about 3 days ago. He indicated he didn't like it. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and mount the rest of these now. Doing my best not to get there's a little piece of flashing on the keel there on that. I should maybe scrape that off. Where is my knife? Let's cut that off if I can. That's somewhat better. Okay, anyway, you get the idea. I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of these hulls now. These ones here, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. They only have to be, you know, the deck tent has to go on the top. Okay, now let's not forget now and touch these with my greasy fingers. Okay, for step 20 here now, we need one F34 and two 26s for this boat that we're working on right now. And okay, this is the 34s here. On there's two F frets, by the way, and there's 1, 2, 3 number 34s, and the number 26. There's one on this fret and one on the other. Okay, now they are so small. I'll tell you, they are going to be a bear to glue in place, and I'll show you why when we put the macro lens on. And then that's about all the time we're going to have for today. Okay, I stand corrected here. I just noticed there's another 1, 2, 3, 4 26s down here. Yeah, I didn't see those. Okay, but we only need one for this boat. Okay, I think it has stopped raining, but I'm not sure. We're gonna have to get our macro lens on tomorrow. I'm gonna have to call her quits. Thanks for watching, everybody. All been well. We'll see you tomorrow.